Thanks to Kimball International, who proudly donated furniture for the WJTS TV in.form set. As a long-standing commercial furniture company with their corporate headquarters located in Jasper, Indiana, they are dedicated to serving the communities in which they operate. Through their bold entrepreneurial spirit, history of craftsmanship, and commitment to creating personalized experiences, Kimball International's family of brands turn ordinary spaces into meaningful places. In standing true to their Dare to be Makers of Possibility purpose, they believe in empowering people to unlock their potential and bring it to life for their employees, customers, shareholders, and the communities that they support. Now here's 18 WJTS in.form.
Hello and welcome back to 18 WJTS in.form. We are here once again with Kyle Rupert, the Executive Director of the Jasper Arts Center. So welcome back.
Thank you.
You're kind of blending into the couch this week, but not a bad thing.
Go ahead and just chroma key that, just blend it all right in.
Yeah,
it's a floating head.
Yeah, might as well. But anyway, you're here to talk about the Arts Center, of course, and we're kind of heading into the summer months and all kinds of fun stuff's coming up for the Arts Center. I'd love to hear more about.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of really exciting new opportunities this summer. The first is an art camp that we have dubbed Camp Create. It'll be a similar camp for a week, 1 week in June, 1 week in July, and it's geared towards kids ages 8 to 12. And each camp will have a lot of similarities in terms of what they'll be learning or what they'll be experiencing. There'll be some slight differences between the two just based on which instructors were available at that time. But these are pretty much all-day camps, Monday to Friday. And there's a lot of different art styles that are going to be covered, and people can go online and sign up for either camp, and it's just $125 for the camp, and that includes all the supplies. I believe there's a camp t-shirt that's part of that too, so we're really looking forward to it, really excited about it. Of course, we've got all our regular workshops and stuff on offer too, but this is a special thing we're doing this summer. And hopefully it goes really well.
Does that also include meals for the kids, or do they need to pack their lunches?
They do need to pack their own lunches, yeah. There could be dietary restrictions and things like that, and so the camp size is rather small. I believe we have it limited to 30 for each of those weeks, and it's about half full right now, so definitely don't want to wait. We get a few more that trickle in every other day or so.
Yeah, the kids events over the summer, they go really quick from what I remember when I was in school, and then now I think they go even quicker because people are always looking for things to get their kids out of the house, get them off the video games and stuff, and so this is one of those times.
Yeah, and they can go to our website, jasperarts.org/campcreate. And they can find all the information of what they're going to learn and what they're going to experience there, and more importantly, what they're going to take home at the end of the week. So there will be something that they'll be able to take home and show for all their efforts.
Yeah, so, and then this will also be at the Cultural Center, right?
Yes, yeah. It'll be at the Cultural Center there downtown.
Yes, so right in the middle of everything, so hopefully everyone has easy access.
Yeah. And then, later in the summer, about midsummer to late summer, we've got a really unique exhibit coming in. It's called Michelangelo, A Different View. And for those viewers that are watching that are familiar, and those who are maybe not, Michelangelo is a famous artist who is well known for, of course, the Statue of David, but also for the incredible frescoes at the Sistine Chapel. And of course, to see those, the fresco, it's on the wall, so you have to travel there. And of course, from here, it's many hours of travel.
Yes.
It's incredibly expensive, and then you're dealing with a whole horde of people that you're crammed in there with, trying to see these frescoes that are many, many, many feet far from you. And then on the ceiling as well, which could be up to 70 feet above you.
And I mean, you can look up pictures of it on Google like everyone else can, but that doesn't give the justice to art. It never will.
Right.
So this exhibit is kind of a different take on it.
It's a different view, if you will. So what they did many years ago, they had the frescoes, the Vatican had the frescoes restored. And at that time, they took high-resolution images of the restored frescoes. And then they locked them away in a vault and didn't do anything with it. And so then in the recent years, some folks came to them and said, it would be really great if we could share this with the world. And they were able to convince the Vatican to release those images and have them printed, but not just on like a big sheet of paper. This is a special textured fabric that aims to recreate what the fresco would look like on the wall. So it's not just like you printed it off from your computer at home. Like you're right, you could Google it and just see it on a screen. No, this is supposed to mimic not just what it looks like, but also in terms of the texture of being on the wall. And so then, but these are full scale reproductions. So it's not like trimmed down to an 11 by 17 or 24 by 30. Like this is like, we're talking feet in terms of size. And it's got a bunch of the frescoes from the Sistine Chapel. Genesis, which is this huge display that's usually on the ceiling, it gets laid out in full on the floor so that you can just walk at your leisure. You're not dealing with a whole mess of people like you would there. Now, it will be busy. It's going to be a popular exhibit, but it won't be anything like there. And then instead of paying for all the flights and hotels in another country, and passport and all that, tickets are $10. And it's good for the whole day. So you can buy a ticket online for that day, and then you can come anytime while we're open and take it in. And then kids 12 and under, they don't pay anything to come see it. So it's going to be from June 28th through July 25th. So it'll be about 4 weeks that we'll have it in. And we'll have it set up in the atrium, so it's going to be really a neat experience.
Yeah, so this is, I mean, you guys have all kinds of different exhibits right now at the Cultural Center that you display artwork, and a lot of it's on the walls or with the quilts. You kind of draped it from the ceiling, but this is very much more immersive.
Yeah.
For whoever's there.
Yeah, and it'll have an audio guide that you can choose to use as well, so you can pop that in your ear and then listen to explanations and the backstory of these pieces and what they mean and how they were created. It's going to be really an exciting exhibit to have in Jasper.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like, again, not something we get in Du Bois County every day, so being able to experience that with the time frame, and it's for all ages, it's going to be accessible to everybody because, of course, it's at the Cultural Center, so it's just another great thing to kind of learn more about something that we may not see in everyday life, for sure.
Yeah, and something like this really wouldn't be possible without the support of the United Cabinet Foundation, and then Dean and Ellen von der Heide both contributed towards us being able to not only bring the exhibit in, but also then only to have to ask $10 a person, which is much less than what a similar exhibit would ask in other places.
Yeah, a wonderful opportunity for sure, and it's great to hear about all of the support that goes into it.
Yeah.
The Community Arts Center recently also announced that they've got some dates, but we can't necessarily give out information about the upcoming season.
Yes, so we did announce when our performances were going to happen. We're not able to say who is performing on which dates yet, but probably in the next week or so we'll get more specific as far as here's where our family show is going to be, here's when the Astra shows we are presenting are going to be, and then on May 29th, Memorial Day, is when we'll make the big announcement as far as who it is that's going to be performing on which dates.
That's good to know, so we just need to keep up with social media, and of course the website's always a great resource.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Well, Kyle, is there anything else we need to touch on? Again, there's always stuff happening.
We could be here all day.
I know,
so
yeah.
At some point, we just gotta cut it off, and
you guys are always busy over there, and
yeah.
it's always a great time. And at the very least, just being able to walk in and experience the art center and take that environment in is a completely different thing as well.
Yeah.
So you've got events, there's art scattered all around Jasper for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us, and we'll see you again next month.
Sounds great. Thank you.
And thank you so much at home for watching. You have been watching 18 WJTS in.form. We are local people watching local people.